Hello everybody and welcome to another term at King's. In this video we're going to have a look at how to download, edit and share your online portfolios, and we have made changes this year, so it's really important that both old and new students have a look at this video. We're going to have a look at examples for both Mac and PC users. We'll start off with the Mac user, and the first thing that you need to do, whether Mac or PC, is to go to Firefly. You'll find this on your web browser, and just log in using your normal school details, your login code and your password, and that will take you to the home page. When you reach the home page, it's as simple as going to Subjects, Design and Technology, and you'll leave the need to find removes and shells or thirds depending on which year you're in. It is important that you get the right portfolio, so just make sure that you do find the right one. Click on the link and it will ask you whether you want to download it or edit it, and you want to at this stage download it, keep a copy, and then you can start working on it. So in the Mac version it will look like that. It will appear in your downloads in the top right of your screen. Switching over to the PC, it's slightly easier because you'll be able to click on the Firefly link and that will log you straight in if you're in school. Of course, if you're not in school, you'll still have to go through the internet. But when you get to your subjects, and again, I'll show you this time for the thirds portfolio, you just need to find it at the bottom of the home page for thirds and download it. This time it appears at the bottom left of your screen, but besides that, everything's the same for Mac and PC users. So the first thing that we're going to need to do here is to open the portfolio. You'll be able to do that from the link that appeared on the right hand side of the screen, and you will need PowerPoint installed on your computer. In school, that's not a problem, but at home you might need to either pop into school and do it or look at downloading the Office 365 software. What you'll find me doing here is changing the information on the portfolio. This is a template and you can then edit it and put your own name in, your group, your teacher, and then you can stylize it and personalize it any way you want, really. So there's a few boxes on the front page that will give you some advice on what to do. Particularly take note of the one that tells you how to save it. That's really important. But effectively, once you've downloaded it, have a little look through and see what's there. There are some marking schemes that will all be explained by your teacher. There are the things that you're going to be learning throughout this year, so there'll be a lot of links like that. And then there is space, and this is what you'll recognise from previous years, in which you can put your work that you complete. So that would be your design work, your CAD work, anything like that. You can put it in this portfolio and have a little look. So in terms of saving, file save as you normally would, and it's really important for us that you save it in the right way that we've asked, and that will be your year first, followed by an underscore, followed by your class, so this is removes, then remove A1, followed by your name, and then with DT portfolio at the end, and that really is so that you know what it is. We've asked you to save it this way because it helps us organise our files when you share them with us. It's really important that you do that because it is massively helpful. You can, of course, at this stage start to think about changing the look of your portfolio, and probably the easiest way to do that is using the styles that are given. We'd always advise to go for a style that has a very light background, probably a clear white one, because this makes it much easier for you to then add sketching work and other bits and bobs on it. If it's a really dark portfolio, it can be very busy and very, very difficult for us to read and for you to read as well. And it's really important that these portfolios are really high quality in terms of their communication. So I'm just editing some things here, titles, sizes, that type of thing, font colours. Once I've done that and it's looking like my portfolio, I can then delete these boxes because you don't want them cluttering up your work. And once you've read them and you understand what's involved, you can get rid of them. If you want to leave them there, you can, but you don't really need to. Also have a think about your colours. If you've changed the theme, some of the original colours we used will have changed. It's not crucial if they're different. Really, this is now up to you to model it the way you want to model it, but do try and keep the content on there. This is stuff that is going to be useful for you all year. We'll be referring back to things like the keys to success throughout the year, and you'll be doing a lot of stuff with them as you go through. So it's really important that you leave them there and do read them, have a look at them. Your first lesson in removes, you'll get a chance to do this, and your first homework, if you're in shells or third, you'll be able to look through and we'll ask you to do that. Now moving on to the PC system, again the process is very similar. PowerPoint will look very, very similar. This is what you'll be using in school. The templates might be different, the themes might be different, and therefore you might need to do some different things to make it look good. You'll notice here with the title, I'm actually going to the format option, and I'm going to start playing around with the background colour to make it white, to make it more visible. And you might like to do that and might like to play around with it. The more you know of PowerPoint here, the more you can do. So it's worthwhile having a little look and giving some thought to making this portfolio your own. It's really great actually if everyone's portfolio can look slightly different. So have a little think about what you can do, about where you might put things, and do really spend some time. We are designers at the end of the day. We really want our students and you guys to really impress us with how much you think about the way things look. So it's really important that you do that. You may find that some of the sheets look a little cluttered because of the backgrounds. That happens from time to time, and it's a really simple fix. If you right click on any of the pages on the left hand side in that taskbar, you can then change it to a blank or to clear with subheadings and different layouts of that theme, and it will help to make it look clear. Do try and do that. It's really important that things look good. Again, the naming convention here in Max is the same. So as before, save it according to your year group, your class, your name, and then DT portfolio. So you're probably now in a position to upload your work to Office 365, and this is much easier done in school because, as you can see just then, we could simply click on the Office 365 link and then go to OneDrive. If you've not used this before, this is basically your online cloud storage. It's free to use. Click Upload, go and find the file that we just used, and you'll find there that you can double click it and it should be relatively quick. It will upload that file into that folder on your on OneDrive, which is brilliant. If you then select it on the left, you can click Share, and what you're going to do here is type in the name of your teacher, first name and then surname, and they will tell you what that is. And once you've shared this and given them a link that means they can edit it by leaving that box ticked as it was, you can then effectively consider your work submitted and handed in. You won't ever need to email it to them, you won't ever need to hand it in again. Any changes that you make, they will be able to see at any point, which is really, really easy. If you're doing it from home, Mac or PC, you'll need to go to the Office website, office.com, and then log in. It'll take you through a few login steps. Make sure you go for the work or school account, not the personal one. But when you've done that, again, it's your school email and password. It will take you to exactly the same screen that we just saw. So this is me working on a PC and then a Mac, and you'll notice it's exactly the same. Might take a little bit longer, but effectively you're doing exactly the same thing. So log yourself in. It will take you to that screen that we just saw in any minute now, and from here it doesn't matter which platform you're using. You just go to OneDrive, upload, and then you can share your file. So once we're in OneDrive, it's really dead easy to edit and work with our document. If you click on it first of all, it will take you to a preview page. This is called PowerPoint Online, and if I now can navigate through the portfolio, I can present it, give a presentation online, and I can view all the different elements. If I click Edit, I've got a couple of options. We're going to look at the editing browser first. This is brilliant, especially if you don't have Office installed at home. It allows you to open the file, make quick edits. It looks slightly different to the one you'll be used to at home and the one you'll be used to in school probably, but it has most of the things that you need to do. In this example here, I'm just going to add a little target for myself. So I'm typing in the date of target, and I'm going to type in the target that I'm setting, which is going to be related to sketching here. You'll notice there's been a problem with the formatting of the colour of text here, just because of the themes I've used, so I'm going to need to select the text and make it black, but that's a dead easy job and you should all know how to do that. Adding new slides in is dead easy as well. I'm just finding the position I want here. I'm going to click on Unit 1, right click on that slide and just click New Slide. Again, I could change the layout here, and all sorts of things. I'm going to type into the title, give it a title. Remember, we've got a 5-slide limit in each unit, so you will do 5 projects in the year, and for each one you're going to put all of your work on 5 slides. So really think about how you're going to get that condensed down. Quickly now, having a little look at how to edit in PowerPoint. If you right click, it will bring up the option and you just need to click edit in PowerPoint, and again you will need to have PowerPoint installed on your computer, but what it will do is download the file to your computer, but it is still linked to the online cloud. And what's great about this is I've got the full functionality of PowerPoint. So it looks exactly like normal PowerPoint. You'll notice that I can still play around with themes, I can change all sorts of things like that. Here I'm just going to add a title to this page. I'm going to call it Concept Sketching, something we do quite often in DT. And what's great is that I'm now going to click Save, and you'll notice as you save it, it won't just save it, but it will come up to say that it's refreshing it or uploading it to the server at the bottom. That means that it's not just saved it on the computer, but it's made sure that change has taken place online as well. So when I go back to it, and I go and view the file online, whether it's using the preview mode that we saw earlier or by downloading it again, we should find that that title we just put in has appeared on the online one. You must remember to click Save though, otherwise this won't work. We can also do a little quick checkup here by going to Share and click Shared With, and it will tell you that the work is shared with your teacher. Remember, you do not need to share it every time. Once is enough. At that point, the teacher will already have a copy of your file. So thank you for listening. Hopefully you know everything now that you need to know about downloading, sharing and editing your portfolio. Just make sure that if you are struggling, you pop along on Mondays at 12:45 to the DT studio, where we'll be really happy to help you out and give you any other advice that you need.